through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense will get first crack at it today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Extending the play. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Commodores' offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Commodore. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to him on the ground. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got him. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up for 5, and they'll move the sticks.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Pulls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. He'll try the left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Culliver. Bringing the heat. Moving out of the pocket. Spins away from the defender. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Robbins. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Wants to throw. It's Culliver. Gets it to him on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball mixing? Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the... Return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just...
He's got it on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Good completion on the out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 1st down from the 30. Caught in the backfield, it's Rudolph. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Absolutely center cut. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. To the air, it's Culliver. Got it in the middle, it's Johns. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Culliver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Wants to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's down. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He wants to change this route. He'll throw on third down. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw, it's Culliver. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault saw for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Roach. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roach. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Snow. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return. Gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the...
Breaks into the open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Commodores line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
2nd down, he'll throw it. On target over the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Give to the running back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback keeper. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Trying to pull his way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception.
Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. Final play of the game right here. Scanning the field, it's Culliver. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to...
Fires one high and deep. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.